of the founder of APL company at this stage. Well, friends, meet Sergey Kulikov. Well, I'm happy to be here. Finally, I've got this moment. Good evening, everyone. Indeed, we had quite an epic day. We had lots of emotions and novelties. And just as I promised yesterday, we're going to get acquainted with those who got our Apple awards. But the first is Lyubov Koznikova. Lyubov, do you hear? Lyubov, I don't hear you. Please wave your hand if you hear me. You're online. You're on the main stage of the APL company. When did you buy the ticket and what are you the city from? I'm Lyubov Korsakova from Pervouralsk, the city of Pervouralsk. This is the team of Pavel Cheremnych. When did you buy the ticket? How long ago? I'm only 2 weeks in the company. Just 2 weeks, imagine. And I didn't expect that I would win the ticket when I bought the ticket. And today I obtained a double status. And I congratulate you on your decision. And iPhone 12 goes to you. Even me, myself, I haven't got the new iPhone. And our best congratulations, sincerest congratulations, and I think this is a very special sign for you that your decision was correct. Do you trust science? Yes, thank you very much for this company and for this team. And I look forward to have my own cruise trip and to join the academy in Miami. Yes, I hope to see you soon at our events. Imagine this lady joined the APL family just 2 weeks ago, and already she has become the participant of our epic event, and she won iPhone 12. And this is very cool. Applause from everyone. But we've got another winner. This is Goldenai Dein. I hope I pronounced this correct. Altenai, I joined the congratulations of the whole team. Do you hear me? Hello. What city are you from? The city of Kyzyl. This is very far, but our connection is very good and reliable. Please wave your hand. You receive the latest version of Apple Watch, the 6th model. This is a whole revolution in the watch world, because this watch measures the level of oxygen in your blood. Indeed, Apple made a step forward ahead of all the competitors. Nobody can catch up with Apple Watch. Only maybe APL can compare the speed of Apple. And who is your sponsor? Azanum, what? Have you watched the whole broadcasting yesterday? But how did you manage to find out that you got the prize? How will you learn that you won the prize? Today I got a call. You didn't even get to the cabinet, right? Okay, you are a lucky one. And now let's find out who won iPad Air. Please show us Angela Shakshayeva. Angela, hello. Good afternoon. Do you hear us well? Do you see us well? Yes, the connection is very good. What city are you from? From Makhachkala.
We were yesterday with the entire team, so you were with our ambassadors. And you found out that you are the owner of the new, most advanced, ultra-thin and light, and most importantly, high-speed, just like APL, the iPad Air. Is that correct? So, what did you feel at that moment? Initially, I did not believe my happiness. I mean, I checked it and I double-checked it. I wrote in the chat and got congratulations from my team in the evening and from my gorgeous list of sponsors: Saida Adamova, Vladimir Ryachenko, Muslim Ashidov, Madina Ibrahimova. They are my sponsors. You just named like the best of the best, the greatest APL Dagestan leaders. I know all of them, and Patya Zaev and Madina and Muslim and our ambassadors Saida and Vladimir. I believe you've got the outstanding sponsors row. Very powerful, very wise. So I think you're doomed to success. An iPad Air will help you achieve more. It's a good tool. I mean, it's the best tool that you should use to host presentations. And I mean, this is the testimony to what you can do at APL. I mean, this is the gift from our anniversary. Is that correct? Correct. This is the best gift and the best testimony. Hope to see you soon. Okay, now we are diving deep into the learning session. Today, the day was epic, emotional, exciting, full of drive. Today, we've been learning. You got lots of knowledge and insight from Big L, from Thomas Schreider. You write on social networks that every quote of his is something that you can use hands-on. And that is true. My dream today came true. We had Radislav Gandapas speaking for you. Todd Falcone. You've learned a lot of useful things from Robert Kiyosaki. Lots of insight, discoveries, advices, hands-on tools. If you actually take it and use that, you can climb the top of success with tremendous speed. However, most of our listeners after the learning, unfortunately, will not change their lives. That's just stats. That's just statistics. Yes, today you're pumped up. You are jacked. You are inspired. You want to act. But if you don't act, in a week there will be no trace left of today. The only thing that you will carry with yourself is a memory. Doesn't seem so joyous, does it? But you should not worry. Be not afraid. The president of APL is a genius. Just kidding. And that is why the subject of my today's presentation is the following. Why? Why even the best quality training does not deliver tangible results, and how we can turn the situation around. Let us figure that out. Are you ready? I mean, you should use the knowledge that we offer to you. But it only depends on you. You are adults. You are grown-up people. You know your own experience. You have your own set of skills and knowledge. And you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that is radically wrong. Because today, if today you are not on top of the world, that means that your skills and your experience and the ways you do things have failed you to a certain extent. I mean, you're not doing as good as you can. So that means that you've been getting new information, but you have not been applying it in a right way. Today, Todd Falcone said, if you have not been inviting people, inviting new prospects, every day, then you're not doing our business. How did you react to that? Be honest to me. Was there anybody who felt revolting? Was there anybody who thought, oh my God, I'm doing every day. I should have a weekend for God's sakes. Today, ask yourself a question and ask a question to our ambassadors. Look the interview of Zhenya Novikova or talk to Zhenya Deryagina and you will find out whether they have weekends. They don't have weekends because they do their business 24/7. And believe me, we've already filtered all of the information for you. All that you've heard today is priceless. We've sieved it for you, and anything that you felt to revolt against is the first thing that you should apply. When we were picking coaches for you, we were not simply choosing the most awesome guys. No. We have been actually selecting those who have the knowledge that the most appropriate for you. We have been looking at their experience because experience is something to borrow and mimic. After interview with Robert Kiyosaki, we just hosted it very recently, and that taught me one thing. You have to learn from the people who have achieved the heights in what they do. That is why for you we have picked the coaches who are experts in what they do. Their opinion, their words is something that you could trust. You should trust. There could not be growth without learning. Use the knowledge of today to become better, to get more successful. And I'm certain that many of you today were sitting down and making notes. Don't you? Didn't you? Haven't you? Raise your hand and said, I. It doesn't matter that I don't see. Just say, I. I have been doing this. I have been making notes. And I've been writing down what the speakers today were saying. You have been doing great. Now, your mission is to integrate it every single day. Integrate those things that you've written down. If you've only written down what you liked, watch the trainings again. We shall have all of the videos available for 1 month. All of you who bought tickets to the event will have an opportunity to watch the videos again and again for a month. Watch it again. And start integrating those things that seemed the most revolting. That will be the most efficient thing to do. Then check out the insights. Whether you had today certain insights, flashes of inspiration that helped you to look at the reality from a different angle, those particles of wisdom that could turn around your mindset, some deep realizations that broke through your well-established stereotypes. If something like that happened today, then I deeply congratulate you. We are going through a transformation that brings your consciousness to a new level. Please preserve those insights. Think about them in a solitude today. Talk to yourself about them. It's very, very important. These points will help you get better. Now, the most important thing, there is not a single coaching or a book that can give you as clear knowledge as the knowledge that you got today and get based on your own test and trial. That is why I implore you, take action, integrate the rich experience of our speakers that talk to you today. Try it. Make an experiment. You're not losing anything. Do not postpone it. I give a task to every single one of you. 1 month. Promise yourself. Send your sponsor a small message every day. In a message, you should write a short report. What exactly you tried today. There's no harm trying. It doesn't hurt to try. And dear sponsors, please support your promoters, support your associates, give them as much feedback as you can handle. And let me remind you, I'm a sponsor for quite a few of you. I also have the President's Chat, and it's created specifically to support the best of the best partners, so that I would help you to absorb the energy, the drive, and even the vision so that you know where APL is going. And you also should share in that chat your brief messages. What exactly have you interacted today? Have you integrated today? Agreed? And now think, why would I need that? I'm a president, But I'm a president who cares. I'm a president who cares. Listen to this again. You can give a small round of applause. I'm just kidding. And let me take a breath. Me and Olga, we know how to surprise you. This event is a powerful tool. We host events like no other. Not a single other company hosts events like this. And APL Planet 2020 has proven this once again. Indeed, we know how to host events. When we have been putting together presentations today, I've been thinking for quite a while what kind of useful things I could share with you. After those tremendous speakers that we had today. Okay, let's talk about the motivation with you, because without your internal motivation, all of the knowledge will be futile. They will be just one more thing that you've left behind. And if you have not still taken today a pad and a pen, do that right now. First, you need to create your own goal and follow it. Establish a clear goal and follow it. Otherwise, the probability to follow somebody else's intentions is very high. Often people do not notice that they follow the frameworks of their parents, their colleagues. They need to get a diploma, a degree, a car, a house, whatever. Who needs that? If you want to travel, if you want to learn new things, you want to establish a team, international team, then you need to make a plan of implementation right now. If you follow others' expectations about yourself, that's not the best way to go. I often encounter people who set goals. Be successful, for example. But be successful is kind of an ambiguous goal. It's too vague. It's unclear. You need to be able to formulate goals very clearly so that you'd be able to imagine what exactly you want to achieve. And you need to understand that it should be tangible, realistic, and achievable. Of course, opening your country, becoming an ambassador, that's fascinating, but the probability is pretty high that those goals will just be dreams. Your goals must be realistic and must correspond to your real opportunities, something that you can really do. If not, your failure is inevitable, and that will only discourage you and disempower you. Point 2. You must create plans for the upcoming future. Motivation for successful life is based on it's important to invest some effort. If you want to start living from a blank page, you need to start planning that. But plan that stage by stage. Don't try to rebuild all of it right away, radically. Start with a schedule for the upcoming 24 hours. That way, you'll be able to have an actual vision in detail of what exactly you'll be able to do. And you'll be able to track your results and correct your goal setting for the future, for the next 24 hours and the next 24 hours. Point 3. Don't listen to what people tell you. More often than not, we encounter a situation when we get an advice and people give you advice without knowing what the hell they're talking about. I think you've encountered that pretty often. You ask for an advice from people, even when you've been working with other networking businesses or even APL. You ask for an advice from those people who know nothing about the industry. Have that happen to you? I'm sure that you've made that mistake. From the youngest age, you get this framework of failure. Because your nearest and the dearest, the people whom you love and care about, are not persuaded about the possibility of success. And they bring this culture inside of you. They breed it inside of you. They don't know any better. They disempower you. They discourage you. And it's very hard to get rid of that frameworks. The pessimists share this pessimistic mindset to everybody else. And that's just the endless vicious chain. And it's very hard to make people reconsider. And it's even harder to re-educate yourself. So what can we do? There is a way, and let me tell you about it. Okay. Way number 1. Read the success stories of other people and compare yourself against those success stories and try to absorb only success stories and success experiences, because those people have truly been motivated for success, and they keep motivating others for success. APL is a grand collection of success stories, and we're always happy to share those success stories with you at our webinars, in our magazine, and of course on our YouTube channel. And of course next year I will release the Golden Book of Success of APL leaders. Please learn their success stories. That is where you can get a true advice that will be able to lead you to success. There's another way out. Number 2. Create a schedule for your goal, to achieve your goal. You need a plan, you need a schedule, and it will be a very, very useful piece of motivation. With it, you'll be able to track your results and analyze the reasons for failure. You can easily make that schedule for primary goals, for secondary goals, for auxiliary goals, but the special side of it will be that in the beginning of the list, you first list the most significant wishes and goals. For example, you want to build a gorgeous house, a big gorgeous house. What does that mean? That means that you just want to improve your living condition, doesn't it? Of course you do. Of course you want it. And you want to show everybody else how good you've been, how successful you are. That's the way it looks like. Write that down. For example, point 1, I want to celebrate my homecoming, housewarming party. Next, set the furniture. 3, pay to the construction workers and decorators. Point 4, track the construction working. Then hire the workers, get the plot. And point 6, select the best spot. And point 7, create the design project. So you see, it works in the reverse. If you look at this list from top to bottom, you see the actually reversed way to the success. And now, let me give you $1 million worth of advice. I do it from time to time, you know it. Okay, are you ready? Use envy for good. Envy should be a source for success. There is not a single person who has never felt envy in their lives. Envy and jealousy are very strong feelings. You can use it as a fuel for your motivation. You should stem from your opportunity, but use jealousy and envy. For example, you want to learn to speak in public just as well as Radislav Gandapas or Todd Falcone or Tom Schreider. Then you should try to learn about that more. You should sign up for public speaking courses, or at least go to the APL office website and completely for free go and start your journey of personal growth and self-development. Remember, the condition of getting there is practice, and practice, which makes perfect. You should turn envy and jealousy for your advantage. Another piece of advice: you should try to bring useful habits up in yourself. I mean, try to develop good habit. Thoughts go to words go to action turns to habits, and habits form your destiny.
Yes. What we are doing every day always impacts what we are going to be in the future. Now let's agree that we replace our normal and standard affections with something else. We have to choose 5 main habits from all others, and this is necessary to obtain these habits in order to get the growth and motivation for success. Those who have my diary of a millionaire, this will not be a novelty. If you want to abandon a bad habit, you have to get a prize for a new good habit. If your actions have not taken you yet to the desired results, then you have to change it. Just imagine, 40 to 45% of our daily actions are the habits. And if your actions are incorrect, then you lose half of your time and you will not achieve your goals. Develop correct habits and you will become more productive, more sportish, and more financially equipped. You can divide each habit into 3 parts. First, the stimulators act, the trigger for your behavior, then behavior itself, and then the price, the award. Well, when the irritator, the behavior, and the award get together into one integrated thing, then you get the neuron connection. If there is a standard habit, and this standard habits can be divided into 5 factors. This is the time, the place, the actions of other people, your behavior, and something that acts as a stimulator. Just choose certain factor so that your brain chooses a new neuron chain. For example, you want to close a new qualification. For this, you need to form stimulators. For example, you put your millionaire diary next to your bed and you see it every morning. You watch our YouTube channel together with the novices. Daily you work with the list of contacts and you get charged with the motivation. Your brain has certain connectors. This is the time of the day, the place, and the presence of certain people. Now let's talk about the awards. First, your brain will be rejecting everything. Your brain will not believe that you want to fill in your diary, to watch videos, and to speak to other people. Well, you have to create an illusion that you are doing right. You fulfill one action, give gratitude to yourself. Let yourself get a pleasure. Never mind what kind of award you get. The most important is that this award should be pleasant. So to change an old habit, you have to find the stimulator and the award. But in this you have to find the new stimulator. Don't worry about imagining new stimulators. The The task is to put very deep into your mind, into your brain, very new habits. Those who have comprehended part of my habits already have achieved the big levels. I can reveal to you 5 habits, and this will allow you to achieve new levels. This is the first time that I share my habits that will help to achieve success for this big audience. But before this, I would like to ask every one of you. I hope you are watching this broadcasting at home in a nice armchair, or maybe together with your team in a nice office. What was the first thing that you did this morning? Don't communicate to anybody in the room you are now. Just try to recall your morning. Some things you do without understanding it. Well, I will give you I can recommend you that if you get my habits, you can reach success very soon. Well, imagine what is going on in our operation room. Everybody is now copying my words. Okay, first, let's begin our morning exercises. Just 15 minutes a day can change your life completely, because you will get in line your body, and the blood will go faster in your body, in your veins, delivering more oxygen to your brain. So I'm not going to explain how a very simple habit of morning exercises will affect your body, will influence your body, but definitely the results will be positive. Well, it will not be worse, and you can return to your normal life at any moment. But let's agree on the following. The habit is developed in 21 days. So I recommend you to do morning exercises for 21 days. If after 21 days my 5 habits will not give result, you can abandon them. So, but I'm sure you will get results. So morning exercises is one. Second habit, reading positive literature. This is very important. Some of you would say, yes, I do read, but the literature must be positive. Something that will lead your souls to a better side of life. You don't leave home without brushing your teeth, right? And without preparing yourself and preparing your soul, you should not leave your home. And it should be positive. Well, let's not talk right now about the positive thinking, how they attract new people. But this positive thinking should be one more habit. You should cover with some fabric your TV in front of you at home, and not only turn it on, but this is a whole ritual. And your third habit can be not to watch TV. Cover your TV with fabric like it used to be something like 20 years ago or 30 years ago back in the Soviet Union. Why they were covering the TV? Not to get the dust on the screen. Maybe your family will not understand you if you cover the TV and you will not be watching it. But I assure you, you will not lose anything. And my fourth habit, my wife likes it most of all, because this is the habit that leads to the best results. This habit is to spend all your money to the last penny. Yes, of course, you can say this is very easy when you have just a few rubles or dollars or hryvnias in your pocket. It is easy, but then if you have some money accumulated on your account, it is very difficult. But make yourself spend all your money until the last cent or penny. And this will lead to a new transformation. I'm not going to reveal to you all the miracles, but you can be sure that this will lead to new achievements. Since our parents, we were taught to accumulate money. You do not trust your destiny. You do not trust the circumstances, and you try to put aside some part of your money. You live from salary to salary, and you still don't have money, and you don't trust the reality. This is a very special express training. Of course, it is difficult to trust me, but I know that my habits work. And the fifth habit, this habit should be the one of every successful person. And this is the charity. Well, everyone is saying maybe we'll spend some money on charity, but and if a person earns not much, it is not a problem to give away $100 if you earn 1,000. But as soon as leaders begin to earn like 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, then it is more difficult to give away money. And now, question yourself, are you ready to give away your money, at least 10% for charity? This is a good habit that would lead you to a new success. Because when you give out just 10%, you will get even more. Indeed, this is just an express training. I try to squeeze into a very short time some very useful information, some very useful habits. Because I myself also had tried to replace my bad habits with new ones. And this works. I think today we looked into the topic of habits very clearly. But now let's get back to goals and motivations. Another advice for your diaries and for your notes. Begin to conduct your diary of goals, and this will work. And I will give an example of the Harvard University students. Back in 1979, there was a sociological survey. The question was whether students have goals and whether they fix them on paper. And the results showed that only 3% of the students were putting down their goals and tasks. 13% had the goals somewhere in their brains, and all the others didn't have any goals. Just in 10 years, there was a new survey, and the 3% showed that they became very successful. Stability is one of the measurement factors. So, finally, I want to say that you have to put down your goals, and you have to put down the plan how you achieve this. I ask you now to put down in your notebooks why you have decided to join APL. What were your targets? What were your goals and motivation? In my diary, there is a special page to put down my 50 wants, and then next to it there are the lines with the notes how to achieve this. Please open the APL diary, and those who don't have it, open just a notebook and put down your 50 wants. You have now 5 minutes, and after that we will resume our training and we'll talk more about the details.
I believe that not all of you took their time to write 50 things that they want. Wait a minute. Please, can you slow down? I'm writing down. Ella, was that you? Have you changed your voice and settings? I mean, you need to round all of the 50 things that you want. That matters, and I hope that you will execute your task. Let it be a small but significant thing that changes your life. Another important step that I will reveal today. Another step on the way to success. You should surround you with the like-minded people, your fellows. If you want to be successful, you need to find a way to surround yourself with other successful people, leaders. If you want to be popular, you want to be in the show business circle. Understanding and support matters in every business. In APL, leaders always support those who are promoters, those who are novices. Our marketing plan motivates your partners above you to dedicate time and attention to you constantly. And here's another $1 million advice. Find a partner whom you'd call a buddy. He'd be helping you on your way to success. He will be your quality check. He will always be your guardian that tracks your way to success. You need to create this visualization board. That's another advice. The visualization board that shows visually your motivation for success. Get that board. Put on that board different expressions, quotes of outstanding people, your own achievements. When you see those, you'll be inspired. You will work with the strength that is doubled. If you can, then others can as well. Now, let us talk about the ways to motivate yourself for success in life. I know many tools, and all of them are connected to inspiration, thanks to which people begin to act. And here are my methods. Those are wise quotes. Because Brian Tracy's words, for example, are very inspiring. You can have everything that you think of constantly. You can take anything. You can get anything if you think about that all the time. Another quote by Winston Churchill: success is not finite. Failure is not fatal. What matters is the courage to go on. The next way, the success stories of successful people. They motivate us not only with their quotes, but also with their bios. Not all of the successful people have become successful thanks to their parents, for example. Most of the successful people have been able to achieve on their own, and there are a lot of things to learn from them. Another way, positive thinking, the ability to think positively, that motivates you. That's a very motivating habit. If the car driving past you by poured you with water on the road, and your white suit became muddy, make that a positive thing, because people get what they believe in. Okay, if the passing by car poured you into this muddy water, from the water it splashed you, from the water on the sidewalk, still that can be positive. Another way, visual representation of your goal, visualization of your goal, different sorts of affirmation, and of course your circle. Also, you need to write this journal of success, this diary of success. Of course, there are failures and achievements on the way. But some people, instead of concentrating on failures, try to collect and cherish positive opinion. That's why I created for those people my journal, daily journal of a millionaire. This is the journal where you write down your victories every day, small victories, significant victories. When you look at the journal on a daily basis, if you keep that journal on a daily basis, that motivates you to make new achievements. Those achievements might not be exceptionally heroic, but that's enough. You need to digest this new information, because tomorrow there will be another super informative day. We'll be talking about production. Tomorrow there will be a day when our production experts will be sharing our processes, telling about new outstanding products. And time for those products has come. We'll be talking about technology Accumulate SA. We'll be talking about the secret of how our product has been created, and that product will be explosive on one market and on every market. We'll be talking about new beauty line. We'll be talking about the secrets of that line as well, and we'll get you acquainted to the people who are creating these new formulas. Tomorrow, like yesterday, like today, there will be lots of essential lessons. If you've decided to tie your life to APL, you are here for a reason, and we are proving that you should be here. We are now the only company in MLM that pays so much attention to its partners and associates. We're not just saying that, we're doing it. During the COVID crisis, we have decreased the costs of our products by the factor of 2 almost. We improved the ways to qualify. We have been hosting ongoing promotion. We have been supporting every single associate that highlights APL against thousands of MLM companies. And speaking of promotion, right now I want to announce one more promotion. Yes, yesterday we announced a long-term promotion that motivates in a long distance. That's sort of a marathon promotion. That is a long run, a long haul, a marathon. There are promotions for sprinters that are on from one period to the other. But at the birthday of a company, we cannot run out of surprises. I know you love promotions. I know you love the extra drive. And I want to give it to you today. Are you ready? Say yes! Say yes! I feel your energy. I feel your drive. I feel your courage, and it's expressed even via distance. In addition to the promotions that we announced yesterday, today, during day 2 of our APL Planet, we want to give you another surprise. For those of you who love our product, for those associates who are active or super active or hyperactive, those of you who do the thing that I will announce in the upcoming 9 days till November 21st, those of you will get an extra product as a gift. For every additional activity, for 200, we'll give you 25% of additional gift product. Those products who make an activity of 500 additional, will get 50% of product for the presentation. Am I quoting everything correctly? I mean, those of you who would get extra activities for $200 will get 100 and more. If you do 100 and more, you get 50% more product for presentation. If you do 200 and more, you'll get 100% more product for presentation. Whoa, that is impressive. For the first time, we have such a generous promotion. I've almost cut it down unwillingly. So if you do 100 and more, you get 50% more product for demonstration. If you do 200 and more, you'd get 100 more % product of presentation. Therefore, when you execute the promotion, you get yourself closer to that boat, to that ship, to that cruise. And if you make 1,000, you get 9 points, and of course, more product. 150% of product for the presentation. Oh my God, it's stuffy in here. It's hot in here. It's been informative in here. But another 1 million advice. Take action. Take action ASAP, as soon as possible. We're wrapping up for today. Wishing you the best of happiness, strength, and patience. See you.